ask you one more question? If we start meditating on a regular basis, would we become better person, like less self-centered and more accepting of people and our own shortcomings, even when we haven't achieved that highest level?
The purpose of meditation is to come to terms with yourself. Self-realization before God realization. How can I realize the God if I haven't realized myself? Isn't this the vessel through which I'm functioning?
Yes.
So first I have to see my own strengths and weaknesses, na? And once I realize my strengths, I can use that to overcome my weaknesses. But if I'm groping in the darkness, what am I going to achieve?
Yes. Thank you. Radha Swami.
Radha Swami Baba Ji, may I, subtle body in this physical body, have come to you for the liberation. So please guide me and bless me.
Bhai Sahab, spirituality cannot be taught and spirituality cannot be learned. Spirituality has to be experienced. So when the Lord gave us human birth, He has given us that capability and capacity to attain our goal. And we have to do that through the meditative process. Because whatever He has to give us, He's given us. Now we have to realize it. So spirituality is a realization. So we will get the consequences of our own action. The Master is only there to create an environment and to guide us. So unless we don't take our action, we can't ask for it. We have to reflect it in our actions and realize it from within ourselves.
I'm practicing meditation for the last 10 years. After listening to you, Master, that I should spend 10% of my time, which I am practicing meditation, and I am practicing meditation on the heart. So, further guidance, please.
You know, the consciousness has to go upward. All we can do is Simran. You know, everything else will be a natural consequence of that. So let's start our Simran and try and attach ourselves to the Shabad. Shabad karam ki rekh kataye, Shabad se jai milaye.
Ji.
Babaji, my question is that as children of our parents, we always want to make them proud and they want to see us achieve, but in that process, sometimes we make mistakes or things happen and we lose that relationship and trust with them. So how do we rebuild that trust and bond and relationship with them, and how can they understand our story and how can we understand their story?
Communication. See, parents always want the best for us. They're not our enemies. However, their experience of life has been different. Times now are different. So probably our experience is going to be different. But we need to find a common meeting ground. We have to learn. We must listen to them and learn a little bit from their experience. But should they make the choices for our life? No. We have to make those choices because we have to go through the consequences. That is why we call it a generation gap. Now, if there's a good communication better, nothing can ever go wrong. Learn to be able to talk to your parents. Learn to discuss. You will never have to face adversity. It's when communications stop, problems start.
Radha Swami Babaji, my mom passed away in November. She was initiated by Maharaj Charan Singh Ji. She died a very painful death. I just want to know, is she in Sachkhand?
Beta, what happens is, first and foremost, we shouldn't sort of analyze these things, you know. If there is some karam of that person to be finished, at the time of death, you know, the Lord makes us go through certain pain so that we don't have to return. So we are not seeing the life and the consequences, we are just seeing those momentary things which are happening in front of us. So we should have faith, beta. If the Lord has taken responsibility, He will see it through.
May I ask you another question? Will my soul be able to recognize her soul?
It is the physical that recognizes the physical. When we talk about the soul, soul is part and particle of the Lord. So at a lower level of consciousness, we see ourselves as separated. You stand out, you can see the sun. On the lower ground, you see thousands and millions of different rays of light. The sun can exist without the ray of light. The ray of light can't exist without the sun. So when the soul leaves the body, it goes and merges back into the ocean. Now, since we are still in the physical, we are holding on to these identities. So when you leave the body, as the soul, you have no identity, which is separate. So where is the question of recognition?
Thank you, Babaji. Can you please send lots of love and strength to my family, especially my dad?
Babaji, what is Santmat's take on abortion? Is it ever justified? If it is, in what circumstances?
These are personal decisions we take. Now, it is as important to look at the situation as the action you are taking, beta. Two wrongs don't make a right, do they? So, I'm not going to get into it, the right and wrong part of it. I would only say that life is a very, very important aspect of this creation. And we should learn to cherish it.
Thank you.
I'm really confused with one thing. You often talk about attachment leads to detachment. But when a child is born, he's attached to the mother. And mother cannot love a child without getting attached. And the more and more we get attached in this world, we get mixed with expectations, we get hurt, and we actually forget that we have to develop the love with you. So how to develop a balance and how to know how much we have to get attached and love the world, fulfilling our responsibilities.
But the idea is not to go to extremes. And this is not something you can practice better. So we have to have a positive way to move forward. Okay? So in the world also, as we move on, things we were attached to in a younger life, they start falling backwards and we start going forward. When you go to extremes, anything in life taken to extreme becomes negative. Even love. If a mother loves her child so much that she becomes so possessive of him, she won't let him out of her sight, reaction will take place. Child will want his or her space. Right? So everything within a balance is good. The moment you go beyond that balance, it starts becoming negative. Keep a balance better. Should we love our parents? Yes. Should we love our spouses? Yes. Should we love our siblings? Yes. But not take it to an extreme.